Nigeria aviation sector remains in an induced coma after the federal government ordered the closure of all airports in the country as a measure to contain further spread of the COVID-19 pandemic. Aviation expert Chris Aligwe has been highlighting the impact of the government's decision and the COVID-19 pandemic on the sector and its workforce. He says the pandemic will likely lead to hundreds of job loss, and he adds that recovery will take about 12 to 18 months and urged the federal government to provide stimulus to operators in the sector.
The airlines, all their employees, particularly on the commercial side, they are not operating, so they are not generating revenue. If they manage to sustain the workers, it will just be for a little time. It's not going to be for a long period in time, for a short period in time, if they manage to sustain them. Otherwise, the next thing is that you hear them restructuring and trying to keep staff up to cope with the level of the operation and the revenue that is available to them. For the agencies that are owned by government, maybe for 1 month or 2 months, they can keep the workers on, paying their salaries. But it's not only paying their salaries that is the issue. What about the normal maintenance that should go on, particularly with the airport authority? There's nothing that will go on except paying workers their salaries, and they keep coming. So there is so much that needs to be addressed. Workers are on, but the airlines, I'm afraid, will not be able to keep their workers on for a longer period in time because they are not operating, they are not generating any revenue. When the pandemic is over, which we are praying that should happen, it will take about 18 months, 18 to 24 months before operations, before normalcy can return. And when I mean normalcy to pre-COVID-19 pandemic, that's when normalcy will return. So if you take, say maybe January, February as a baseline, it will take up to 12 months. That is into almost middle of next year before ever normalcy will begin to return.